Hi everyone, we are from Group H. For your information, our presentation will be divided into two parts, which is Part A and Part B. Part A will be the introduction, and lastly, Part B will be the brief context of our presentation. So this is our company name, which is House Furniture Sendirian Berhad, and these are the members' detail, which is first Muhammad Shahirin bin Karim, second me myself, Marilyn Sante anak Sabang, Tresika binti Manin, Arfezela binti Jugot, Nur Shafiza binti Muhammad Afiq, Nur Rashida Hani binti Malik, and Nur Amirah binti Japar. Let's proceed with the name and the type of company.
The name we choose House Furniture Sendirian Berhad as our company name because our company sells furniture as the main product. The type of this company is private limited company. There are 7 shareholders under this company. Next. There are 5 distinction between company and partnership as you can see on the table that I have already simplified. Next, the essential requirements of a company is shall have name, a newly company searching and applicating company name. The registration of company must be done with the Register of Companies as required by Companies Act 2016. Next, there are a number of additional controls and restrictions which will apply to the main part of company's name. Company name may not be registered if its use will constitute a criminal offense or it is offensive. It also does not contain a sensitive word or expression, and it includes characters, signs, symbols, and punctuation which are permitted. I will pass to the next presenter, Hani.
For application in incorporation based on Company Act 2016, there are two type of incorporation company, which is private corporation and public corporation. Next, me. What if happen? Next, what if happen if all the requirements relating to the registration is not complied? If all the requirement relation to the registration for incorporation is not complied, the registration can be cancelled by CCM. Based on Company Act 2016, Section 15, if the registrar is satisfied that the requirements of this act is to the application for incorporation are complied with and open payment of the prescribed fee. Next, what is the effect of incorporation of the company based on Company Act 2016 Section 18? Open the date of incorporation specified in the notice of registration issued under Section 15. There shall be a company by the name and registration number as stated in the principal register kept by the registrar for the purpose. Next is why notice of registration in your company is important. According to Company Act 2016 Section 19, the notice of registration is conclusive and evidence that the requirement of this incidental to such registration have been complied with. The company is fully registered under this act. Here means notice of registration must be have and it is as evidence and that company has been registered legally and can be run follow the procedure. I will pass to the next presenter.
For the characteristic of company, separate legal identity, House Furniture Sdn Bhd Company is a separate legal entity from its shareholder. As a separate legal entity, its status enables it to act independently of the identity of its owner, director, and shareholder. House Furniture Sdn has its own personality that is very distinct from its member. This ensures that a company will not be able liable for its members' act and vice versa. For company can sue and be sued as a as a separate legal entity, its status enables it to act independently of the identity of its owner, director, and shareholder. Any death or exit of its owner, director, and shareholder will have no impact as the business will continue to exist and operate until it is dissolved. House Furniture Sdn Bhd has its own personality that is very distinct from its member. This ensures that a company will not be made liable for its member act and vice versa. For the perpetual of company, the life of House Furniture will continue in permanent succession and the company will continue until it is formally one out. It is part of the corporate personality trait that is described in the Company Act 2016. Since House Furniture's neighborhood is an artificial entity, a company requires the concept of perpetual succession. The concept of perpetual succession is significant, particularly for the company owned by many individuals or perhaps thousands of individuals, as no one can guarantee change, such as insolvency. Member will never die. Having the perpetual succession, its member will not affect the life of the company. Lastly, for the company ownership of the asset and its unlimited power and capacity, any ownership interest in the company properties, either individually or jointly, throughout the course of the existence or winding up of the business. At the same time, the members of the company can enter into agreement with the company in the same manner as any other individual can. A shareholder of House Furniture Sdn Bhd is allowed to sell or pass share to any person of the shareholder choice as long as the share can be afforded by the potential buyer. Next is I will pass to the next presenter.
For company constitutions, the constitutions of a company is a legal document recognized by the Companies Act 2016, previously known as the Memorandum of Associations and Article of Association. The constitutions is now collectively referred to as the Memorandum and Articles of Incorporation, and it is expressly stated in sections 31 and sections 38 of the Companies Act 2016 that a constitution is only applicable to a guarantee limited corporations. Other types of companies may or may not have a constitution. In the Companies Act 2016, some law regulating the relationship between the corporation, its shareholder and director are laid down. The business constitutions must be adopted in order to replace the clauses of the Companies Act 2016 that are valid. By passing special resolutions, our corporations may voluntarily amend or alter the constitutions until it's forbidden by the constitutions itself. For the good of the corporation as a whole, a person must vote. It can be said that the constitutions of a corporation is not obligatory in Malaysia. In addition to being a bond between the company and each member with each other, the constitutions of company has a legal effect. So there are links provided for the company constitutions. I will pass to the next presenter.
This is the flow chart of our company, which is the management of the house furniture Sdn Bhd. Next is the duty of the director. There are three duties of the director. The first one is carry out the right reason and give benefit to the company. Second one must avoid any conflict of interest. The third one exercise reasonable care, skill, and diligence. Next one is the duties of the company secretary. The first one, to assist the company in interacting, preparing and filling statutory. Second one is to make preparation of resolution when there are meeting. The third one, general advisory services also done by the company secretary. Next one is the function of other officers. Chief, Chief Executive Officers is the highest ranking executive. Deal with high-level decisions, set tone, vision, culture in their company. Second one is company secretary, is solely administrative managing director for agenda materials and provide general advice. The third one is chief financial officer, is managing financial action, tracking cash flow and financial planning. The fourth one is production director, work with production team to manage production workflow, schedule, and quality. The fifth one is the administrative director, which is to lead, oversee, and direct the staff to conduct performance evaluation. The sixth one is sales and marketing director, oversees and organization sales and marketing program. The last one is the human resource director, which is to monitor human resource process regarding the workers in the company. I will pass it to the next presenter.
Okay. How the director of your company can avoid conflict of interest with the company. Okay, a director occupies a position of trust in the company and must therefore avoid situations which the director's own interests conflict with the company. The Act provides for some scenario in which the company can preempt them by excusing the directors by providing that, save to the extent that the company's constitution provides otherwise, he can vote in favor of a contract in which the director has an interest, hold an office or place of profit in the company, be counted in the quorum for a meeting involving the conflict, notwithstanding his or her interest, or be an officer of a company promoted by the director's company. Next. Next is how they apply good business judgment in their decision making. The Malaysian Company Act 2007, which is now encapsulated in Section 132 1B, provide a safe harbor defense for a director who makes a business judgment. A director who makes a business judgment is deemed to meet the equivalent duties under the common law and equity if the director make the business judgment in good faith for a proper purpose, does not have a material personal interest in the subject matter of the business judgment, is informed about the subject matter of the business judgment to the extent the director reasonably believes to appropriate under the circumstance, and reasonably believes that the business judgment is in the best interest of the company. Two good ethical business practices in our company is loyalty and fairness. Loyalty encompasses all relationships a business has, including those with staff, partners, investors, and consumers. Loyalty allows our business to make decisions benefiting this relationship and overcome influences from outside conflicting interests. This shows that our business value the advancements of the company and employees over an original personal gain. Fairness, our company should strive to act fairly and commit to exercising the power justly. Leader of the company should only use honorable method to gain an advantage over the competition. Also, fairness relates to equality, which means having an open mind and treating everyone fairly. Fairness and equality can be involved in hiring practice, marketing initiative, business partnership, and competing within the market for new customers or clients. Next is how do you encourage your employer to display good ethical business practice in the company? There are three of them, which is lead by example, reward good behavior, and feedback mechanism. And that's all from us. Thank you.